Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again. This is so great. Thank you for joining us for a discussion on the UK single trade window. This is part of a series to discuss the UK target border operating model, the 99-page document that was unveiled on the 5th of April 2023. This is an essential briefing if you are a UK exporter, importer. If you are a customs manager, customs professional, an agent, or their advisors, you might find the information that I provide here quite useful. Don't forget, this is part of a YouTube live stream program experience. We already covered 3 sessions from the introduction to the biosecurity to safety and security. Today, we're talking about the UK single trade window, and tomorrow is the most effective border in the world, and that concludes our program. Don't forget, you can tune in. Live premieres 9 a.m. BST, so British Standard Time, and 10 a.m. Central European Time. Would love to have you. You can watch it live every morning with your morning coffee. Why not? Hey, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, click like if you got value out of this program, and maybe share some comments, share some questions. Would love to hear from you. So what is this UK single trade window then? Well, with the UK single trade window, there'll be just one place to apply for and handle global trade transactions, apply for authorizations, simplifications, etc. This will save the importers from entering data more than once, and the apps and the instructions that are given there will be kept in one system. So it will make it easier because you don't have to replicate the same information twice. It's a game changer because if you have ever done an IP application followed by a customs warehousing application, we are simply repeating the same information. Click here, click there, again and again, and there's absolutely no need for that. So single trade window sounds great. It's your one-stop shop to do it all. And what's great is that you can then also, according to your skills, adjust the single trade window to suit your needs, whether you're working with trade agents or freight forwarders, customs agents, brokers, etc., or do you want to do it yourself? All of that should be happening through the single trade window. And this is really important for small and medium enterprises as well, because if you want to start importing and then you want to take on more simplifications and more authorizations as you grow, then this is a modular format that allows you to start simple and then grow your way through the different authorization simplifications as your business grows. Any licensing you already have, any permits, certificates, it will already be added to the platform. Once you register, you should see it. It should be linked to your ORI number or your identification, and then you should see it there. So this is the one place you look for anything to do, and we can't wait for it to be rolled out. New features will also be added, so it's pretty cool. So what are the practical benefits of the UK single window? Well, as I said, the first thing, self-serve, right? The self-serve functionality allows you to make it yours, right? You can complete safety and security declarations online. You can apply for permits online, probably file customs declarations through the systems as well. So yeah, one-stop shop really. And of course, a key feature, very important key feature, is that you can share data. The ability to share and collaborate with others is going to make a big difference. Why? Because before, you were sending emails with attachments to your customs broker, right? Maybe you were file sharing. All of that is not secure, and also not possibly, well, it can be secure, but might also not be secure. And it's prone to human error. So if you can share data more easily through a joint connection that everybody's hooked into, and you can click a button and it opens your data to your broker. Well, great, right? So this is very helpful. And then of course, the reuse of the data. Once it's there, you don't need to put it in again. And that's just going to make it everything more efficient, more practical, more helpful. So there are many more things you could be saying about the single window, I'm sure, but let's just keep it to 3 key benefits. And the vision for the UK single window is quite ambitious. So we said we're going to reuse the data. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put it all on the single window. And then once it's already in there, we don't need to enter it again. So that's reuse of data. Then share data functionality means now my data that is good, I am just going to open it to my agent, my freight agent, and then you can access it. And then I feed into it and they take it from there. So it's push and pull. And that's just absolutely magnificent. And then you add the one-stop shop element for licenses, permits, and this could be quite a range of licenses and permits. So CITES, ozone depleting substances, export controls, nuclear import license, whatever you want to think of. All of that combined in one section, plus your simplifications, plus your deferment account, plus your this, your that. If it's done well, it could make a significant difference and boost the competitiveness of UK biz. And where you get to then in the end is that the UK single trade window enables all information required for import and export to be submitted to border agencies through one system. And that will mean that traders can complete all advanced customs requirements, such as pre-lodged customs declarations, safety and security, and SPS requirements without needing to use several different systems. The UK single window. So this is going to get rolled out over the next 2 years, and it's got to come to a conclusion, at least as far as we can see right now. There'll still be developments, but by 2025, that's pretty much a hard deadline because of this efficient border strategy. So what's happening this year, what's happening next year, what's happening the following year? So this year, we're going to work on the basics, right? Identity service. So who are you, etc. So you can sign in. We're going to make the user interface available. We'll look at how we can use data more consistently. We'll do initial web support tools to support you on your journey as you register for the system. And then we will signpost to existing payment systems as regards the money. So it's the first starts, right? The user interface will be provided. You get to have an account. You will then be able to identify yourself and start moving the data, right? And the key highlight here this year will be the UI. Okay, when we get to the user interface, then this is basically the first step. And then you can enter summary declarations, entry, so safety and security, entry summary declarations already through this. That's at least what the government says. I'll still have to see what that really looks like. And then the second big innovation within the UI is the API, right? The API and the UI make the difference. The UI is what you can see and you can type in your data on your screen. The API is what connects systems with each other so you can exchange the data. So key one is, of course, the connection between CDS and S, safety and security for GB. So you can already see how data gets connected, how systems get connected, and how you get to be in charge of the music, so to speak. The conductor is going to be you via the UI. Then moving into 2024, we then move into the fun stuff. Export, transport, phytosanitary and phytosanitary movements will be the focus. We will then include the entry summary declarations for both EU and non-EU goods. We will have the ability to make customs declarations for export, import, transit. We will then have the SBS import feature. So we will now be able to fill out our health certificate using the single platform. We can add trusted trader status. We can check that our permits are still valid, or we can apply for new ones, or we can ditch old ones we don't need anymore. All happens through the single window. So that's all happening next year. Pretty good. And then 2025 is where we then go to the next level. This is where we look at international interoperability, data analytics, and utilization of supply chain operations. So this is where we try to expand, grow internationally, connect with other systems so that we can feed data across borders. I'll let you read all of these details on the slides because I don't want to prolong this presentation unnecessarily. Look, I'm going to leave it at that, actually. That was a quick run through. There's much more to say about the UK single trade window, but as it is not yet live, And as we're just understanding how it all fits into this SPS model, into the safety and security model, into the whole target border operating strategy, I think it's important to be aware of what it's supposed to do and how it has a role in every aspect of the policy SPS and safety and security declarations, as well as overall simplification and streamlining. So there you have it, UK single trade window. Thank you again for watching. And maybe tomorrow we get to conclude together our series on the UK target operating model by looking at the most efficient border in the world by 2025. If you're interested in that, why don't I see you tomorrow 9 a.m.? I can't wait.